It's the fastest in the world this year, 10:54 the winning time.
Lies and 100 million don't go well hand in hand, you know. Greed or economical? Which is it? You know what? Let's jet into this story. Welcome to Jet. So first and foremost, before we get into one of Ilian's continuous saga, give thanks to Yahuwah and to his son Yeshua HaMashiach. And while you're at it, why not touch the like button, smash the subscribe button, touch up the bell before you forget. Yes, man. So after the news broke about the split between Ilian Thompson-Herah and her coach Shanikie Osbourne, they put out a press release. Ilian Thompson camp put out a press release to explain their side of the story. And the crux of that breakup is thus: the professional separation came about due to the breakdown in negotiation and compensation package for the service that would be produced by Coach Osbourne. The package proposed by the former coach, by any measures of what is the norm, such service was extremely excessive and without any flexibility to negotiate by the other party. Collectively, we had no choice but to seek the service of another coach. That interview was done by Sportsmax, and Ilian Thompson-Herah's camp came out and said that the crux of the matter is that there was no room for negotiation. But Shanikie Osbourne camp is saying that is a blatant lie. Also speaking to Sportsmax, Shanikie Osbourne put her side of the story and said that the impression she got from Ilian Thompson-Herah, as if she was able to pay what she requested. She said to Ilian Thompson-Herah, "I approached her with the same 15%. She did not say she cannot afford the 15%. She said to me, okay, since I have my equipment, I have my gym, I have my equipment and everything, do I still have to say for 15%? But if you read the bottom paragraph of that interview, it doesn't appear as if Shanikie Osbourne did want to negotiate, because her response to Ilian Thompson-Herah appears to suggest that her 15% was final. It reads, "I remember her standing up and she said to me, okay, you said 15% and that is it. And I said, yes, that is it. She said, okay, and the meeting finished." She also wrote that Ilian did not express an inability to afford it, and therefore Shanikie Osbourne, may have thought that the matter was settled. But then here comes the husband who stepped in and believed that they were trying to extort him. But Shanikie Osbourne, did you try to negotiate? This is the assertion and the allegation that they're saying that you didn't put an appropriate figure forward in trying to negotiate. Well, Shanikie Osbourne's team said that yes, she tried to negotiate. According to Osbourne, Russell spoke to Derron and listened to his concern and then decided to send Elaine's husband a figure. He said to me, what he's going to do is to do a calculation of what he believes he would negotiate for Elaine. He did that and sent the figure to him, and Derron started to curse and said that they're trying to extort him. The article goes on to say that if they disagree with the figure put forward, all they could do is to come back and say, well, we can pay X minus and so on. The figure doesn't appear to suggest that it was the 15% originally asked. It appears to me that they go back and put something in figures instead of the 15%. But if the 15%, let's for argument's sake that it is the 15%, now that reveals Ilian Thompson-Herah's wealth in terms of the contract, and that, according to my rough calculation, and I know my calculation is often wrong, is about 6 to 7 million US that Ilian Thompson-Herah is worth in that contract. But they appear in this article to be suggesting that they went back and came back with a figure as a negotiated figure. It doesn't appear to me it was the 15%, but I'm open to correction, and you guys out there, write your comments below and point out where you think that was actually the 15%. And what is that figure?
The figure is, I can tell that is over 100 million Jamaican dollars, pretty much. Put it that way.
Per year.
Per year. And I asked him that is this what you want per year? In US is in excess of, it's a little less than $1 million US dollars.
Speaking on Sportsmax, Mr. Hera came out to defend the decision that they took in order to cancel the arrangement, the agreement, the coaching agreement between Hillian Thompson Hera and Miss Osbourne. But the question still remains. Was it the 15% figure he gave, or was it not? Was it a negotiated figure? And if that was a negotiated figure, then why didn't Mr. Hera came back and try and work out another figure in order to make this work and try and make sure that Hillian Thompson Hera continue to progress to 2024 Olympic season? The reason why Derron Hera did not like the percentage is that it may breach their contract with Puma, because it will reveal the amount the contract worth. They say that the average percentage that a coach would take in circumstances like this, is between 10 and 15%. Some are arguing that Shanikie Osbourne was biting too much than what is necessary, and she needs to have proven herself that she can deliver an Hillian Thompson Hera before she can go for the top band of 15%. Some are saying that there's not a lot of money in athletics and the coach is dedicated and putting in hard work, and therefore the 15% is justified. The question is, do you sense any greed in there, or do you sense any interference by Derron Hera that may have jeopardized Hillian's future? Has been speculated he often does. Or do you think he was just protecting his wife's assets and trying to negotiate the best deal for his wife? And do you think that Shanikie Osbourne could have been a bit more flexible in terms of negotiation? Who is telling the lies? Who is protecting the money? And who is showing a lot of greed? What is your view? Do you believe that Shanikie Osbourne could have negotiated more reasonably? Or do you believe that Derron Hera stepped in and is jeopardizing Hillian's future because Shanikie Osbourne was on the road to bring her back to success? Write your comments below, man, and let's have a discussion about this. For those of you who've forgotten to subscribe, please remember to touch the like button, smash the subscribe button, touch up the bell, and remember to share with friends and family. So yo, Guano, we're going to jet off,